So, now more PoE. So last time we left off, we had just finished doing the kill Zelmarth, which was like that boss. And then now we're going to go to the Trial of Seki Hamas, and it wants us to complete the Ascendency, which is actually a pretty hard thing. Now, there's two classes that we can choose, and we can actually change it now, which is pretty awesome. But it wants us to travel to the Seki Hamas to do this. But before we go in, we want to make sure that we have our resistances up, which is kind of what we were doing last time for our purchasing. But what we're going to do now is we are going to trade those Exalted Orbs that we've gotten. And if you don't have some of these, it's okay. Just keep in mind, if you want to trade, you can, but I feel like it's worth it, because right now our resistances in the lightning department, I have like none, so I really want to fix that. So our two items that we can really use to fix this are going to be a ring as well as our helmet. Our helmet and ring are like the worst in terms of our gear right now. So what we're going to do is we are going to upgrade them. So what we're going to do is we're going to check our level, which is 25, so we're going to go input the level as the requirements for the maximum over here, 25. And then we're looking for ideally something with armor, but ideally something with lightning or fire res. We can also just do resistances, and then just kind of look for specific like ones, or what we could do, like this is just total res, and I could just like omit cold res, but you could also just do lightning res, or we could do fire res. Now we only need 20 of like each. We could just get one ring that could facilitate the other part, because I would like to get as much lightning resistance as possible. So I'm gonna just really search for lightning res over here, because with the fire res I can just get it like another ring that's a ruby ring, and then I'll make things much easier. We're also gonna go type in helmet. That'd be nice. And then also ideally I'm gonna get to have armor, so I'm gonna put like at least 10 armor here. And then we also want maximum life. So at least let's shoot for like 20-30 in the lightning res department, and then we also need to type in that we only want to play one exalted orb as our maximum currency. You see we can get something with 24. We can maybe get something with extra HP as well. So this is giving us a total of 24 lightning res, so that'll be nice to get. This is +1 level of all minion skills. I don't know if this counts as a minion skill. Let's check, because they'll have like these tags, and I'm assuming that little jump that we do, which is pounce, does it have the minion tag on it? So you see it's minion, shapeshift, werewolf. So this would increase the like damage of it, or whatever it's giving us. Maybe the little like wolves that we get, the summon wolf part of it, would be a little bit stronger. So that could be something to consider. And then what does it give us? Oh, this one also is an instant trade, so we have to look at gold too, which is one of the more annoying things. But we also have some crit. We have increased rarity. I mean, the amount of life and mana is like so low. Let's type in like 30 life, and then this way we can get a number of life that actually matters. So over here we have one empty suffix. This one has 2 open prefixes. This one has some fire resistance, and it has lightning. Okay, that's much better. I like this one. This one is looking to be much, much better. But what else do we have? And this one has 2 open prefixes, which means we can maybe get mana, accuracy, which are like okay-ish stats. But as far as getting the minion skills, I was thinking about that one too. That's not too bad. This one gives us 20 total lightning res. Okay. I think I want the other one that has the fire resistance too. I think that one would be nice to have, because it's like it's a decent amount of fire res. So if we just go to fire res, let's see what else. There's only one with fire res. Okay, perfect. I guess that leaves only one option. So we'll go ahead and teleport towards that player, or if you don't have that option available, just look for the people that you can whisper and just do that to continue. So we're going to go ahead and make sure we can equip it. And it also has an open socket, so that's really cool, because then I can add a socket in here. And then we can add, let's say, extra dexterity, extra intelligence, which could be good. And I think I threw a bunch of those in my stash. Now, when you teleport to another player's hideout, or you like whisper them and you join their hideout, you can open up your stash. Even though it's like in theirs might have a different like icon. But let's see if we can get something kind of good over here. So we have extra regen of life. We can add more lightning resistance. That's good. Hey, boom, look at that. We just added another 10 lightning resistance. So our fire res is 71, which is like close to perfect. 75 is good, but we can also look for another ring that just has 20 more lightning resistance, and then we're pretty much at like it's good enough. We would have 66. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go for a ring. So what we're going to do with the ring, though, is I'm going to do this. We're going to do a weighted sum here, and then we're going to remove the armor because we don't get armor on the ring, and we're going to also go to ring. So what we're looking for with the ring is damage to attacks. And then I'm going to copy and paste this, and then we're going to do damage to physical, lightning, cold, and then fire. Ideally, it would be just cold damage, but like I really don't care. We're going to hit sum, whichever one has the most amount is the one that we're pretty much going to get. And I say pretty much because we might see another one that is quite nice. Now, let's see what we got as options over here. So we got 27. Oh, did we put in lightning resistance? Let's go to and lightning resistance. So if we get another 20 lightning res here, let's see. Okay, there's still a decent amount. We can also do that the weighted sum needs to be at least like, let's say 10. And then we can see that this one has 16. It also has physical damage leeches life. We also get life per enemy killed. We also get mana regen. I mean, there's not one bad stat on this item. This is fantastic, and it's got the resistance already ready to go. Ooh, this one is kind of nice because it has some extra stats that we can fill in. So we have, even though this one you might think, oh, this one is 16, this one's 13. Well, we still have an open prefix. I mean, to be fair though, this one also adds extra cold damage, which is something that won't be factored in until we like actually equip it. This one's actually pretty solid overall. You know, I'm just gonna get this one just because I feel like it's got everything. So we're gonna whisper this guy, grab this, and then that will be the end of our little trade session. So we'll have to wait for him. Hopefully he will respond. And again, this is all optional if you guys want to engage in trade or not, but let's go ahead and go back to Act 2's town since we're in someone else's hideout at the moment. So if he doesn't respond, it's all good. We have another one to look at. 2 life regen isn't that big, but this one over here, I think this is the one. Ooh, this one has fire res too. It also has increased rarity. Oh, hold on, he's ready. Boom. Okay, let's go to this guy, get that 1 ring, and then that'll be the upgrade that we get for our character. And then with these items, we can just go ahead and sell them to the NPC, get a little bit of gold back. Yeah, sometimes it's faster just to go to the instant trade, but if you don't have the access, I don't know how that unlocks now. I don't know if they just changed it for this season where everyone has it unlocked at the start, or if it requires you to get to level or get to like the next progression in the campaign. But again, it doesn't really matter because you can always just look for the whisper people where it's direct whisper versus the hideout. But again, sometimes it takes him a second. I'll just fast forward to once the guy actually comes. Well, I don't know what happened with that guy, but he just like left the party. Maybe he like forgot about the item and he's like, no, I want to keep it, whatever. So sometimes that will happen where like I was just waiting for him to open up the trade. But this item that we got and also this item that we got are actually worth quite a bit. Now, I'm not going to, oh gosh, this actually sells for quite a bit. So this is like 1.8 divines. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to list these just to show you guys how some of the trade stuff can work. Because this over here is also worth like 40, roughly 35, 40. Okay, we could just list it for like 29. We'll list it for 29. Just so you guys can see it. Now, those 29 I'm not going to use because I feel like that. The reason why I want to show you guys this now is because I want to get rid of these items because in general, usually as time goes by, items will be worth less and less. So we can go like negotiable price 1.7 divine orbs. Oh. So all those people that just whispered us over here is because I put the item in here and it wasn't like properly listed yet because I have this set already. But those are all basically like bots. So you guys can kind of see, like, if you list an item for too cheap and you get like a bunch of people whispering you instantly, that will happen. But let's continue on looking for our ring over here. So for some reason, the other guy, I don't know what happened to him. But this one over here is giving us lightning damage to attacks, giving us... Oh, this one gives us extra HP. This one's actually not bad. So let's go ahead and whisper this guy, and hopefully we can get this topaz ring from him. If not, we have another ring over here, which will give us that fire res too. And that'll be the last thing that we do, and then we can finally get back to gameplay. But the trading is 100% part of the game, as it's your big source of progression. Now, this is why I like travel to hideout immediately, because like you don't have to wait. It's like kind of frustrating to just wait sometimes. This one has a really low fire res, but we can actually use this fire res, right? Yeah, we can benefit from it, so it's really not that bad. And we get 25 res. That's like really good anyways. What's the other one? 27. But this one's pretty nice that it does not have any other requirements. I like physical damage more than any of the other ones. The reason why is like if you go fire damage or any other damage types, you still benefit off of it. So we're just going to go ahead and pick this one up. It's like 2,000 gold. But yeah, sometimes when you whisper people, they don't respond. You guys saw the other guy went into the trade and then he just like went AFK. I don't know what happened to him. But we still can get some mods on it. It has 2 open suffixes, so hopefully we can get something else. Maybe we get HP. I don't know. But we can use the like Vaal mechanic. You can also just leave hideout, and then I'll just leave their hideout. But what we're trying to do now is we are going to continue over here. But yo, thank you so much, Korean Freya. Appreciate the raid. How was your stream, and what game were you playing? But let's go ahead now. Finally get back to the the Act 2. So. We'll go back to the base over here. And continue. But yeah, our goal right now is to go to the Trial of Sekihamas. And then we're going to get to Ascend. And now that we have all of our resistances pretty much maxed out. I mean, like, the lightning is 4% off, but it's okay. Don't worry about Chaos Res. So now we're going to go to the Trial of Sekihamas over here. So you can see Trader's Passage, Keth, Valley of Titans, Mod 1 Quarry. So the trial is actually going to be right over here. So let's go.
So this is where the Maraketh forged.
You're struggling not using sites. Ah, okay, gotcha, Nova. Yeah, I mean, the game is quite difficult, so if you're having trouble with the game is quite challenging, so don't worry too much about that. So remember that Balbala's item, the green item, was like, keep it. We now put it in. Maybe you put it in the stash, so check your stash if maybe you have it in there. So this thing is actually quite challenging. So this is a trial. By the way, you cannot leave the area. So what we're going to do is we're going to put it in. If you fail it, though, you'll just have to do it from the start. It's not that big of a deal, though. Later, it will be a big deal when you do, like, the harder ones. There's also these, like, relics that we're going to get later. I think they actually give you one, and I'll show you how it works. So we're going to take a relic over here. You can also mod these. I don't think you can go past this, though. So we have increased movement speed. Now, these over here will allow you to put the relic. They'll always give you one at the start, though, but try to put as many mods as you possibly can on it. They only go to blue, though. You can't, I don't have a regal, but you can't upgrade them past this. But basically, you put it in here, and it's going to have this quest item. And then we're going to go ahead and hit confirm. And now what we're going to do is we are going to ascend. So we get to upgrade to a secondary class. So there are 2 different classes to choose from. And honestly, the Ascendencies are a little bit weaker in PoE too. Some of them have like really crazy game-breaking mechanics, like the Oracle adds a lot more. Now, some of these will be random, what we're going to be doing, which have some sort of mechanic that you'll have to do. So this one in particular is like we just flip up this hourglass, and what you have is this thing called Honor. It's basically your HP. If you get killed, you'll fail the mission. But also, if your honor goes away, you also fail. But since we're melee, this will be a little bit more challenging. As a ranged character, you won't really take the damage. But it shouldn't be too difficult for the first trial. But if you see any sort of large slam attacks, move out of the way. Because you will fail. And you'll have to do the whole thing over again, which kind of sucks. I got a key over here.
Swift magnificence.
And we're going to continue. So if you want to click on the sacred water, it'll give you extra water here. So what this is kind of like a rogue-like over here. So this one says, awards you with a shrine to restore honor. So this is our extra HP. If you mouse over, it tells you what it does. A percentage of the damage you take will be taken. And then if it reaches 0, you fail. It's kind of a really mean thing that they make you do this so early on. It's quite difficult too. This one, though, it rewards us with a silver key, but it affects you with leaking water skin. So you lose sacred water whenever you take damage. The sacred water, by the way, doesn't really matter that much. I wouldn't be concerned with that. Like at all. That's just like extra like kind of currency here, and it can let you modify the run, but on the very first one it doesn't really matter. This one affects you with Fiendish Wing, so monsters' action speed can't be reduced, but Monsters have increased attack speed. Okay, so this one's kind of hard. I would not want to do this. It gives us a silver key. This one over here, I would say it's not that bad. This one rewards us with honor, but afflicts you with rapid quicksand on entry, so the traps are faster. Which they're all going to be giving you some sort of negative effect. But sometimes seeing which one is going to allow you to get whatever benefit could be something to consider. Now, I'm going to say for me, I'm going to say losing the water is probably the least amount, because I also can get a silver key, which means we can maybe get some extra rewards at the very end of the run. But take these slow, by the way. Sometimes there's a bunch of traps. So this one in particular, you just have to close these gates by killing the enemies that are kind of summoning them.
I'm not ready yet.
And I don't know how many rituals there are, but just gotta close all of them. They're pretty easy. This one's a pretty chill one. Okay, let's see, where's the last one? And the door won't open in the path until you close all of them. So we probably have like one more down here or here. But yeah, take these slow. The most important thing is that you don't fail it, because it is kind of painful when you spend like 10-15 minutes and then you just fail the run. But Path of Exile is a game like that where it's kind of trial by fire. So what build or class? So right now we're playing the Druid, and the build that we're playing is Lunar Assault. Is like our main DPS skill. But like with Path of Exile 2, I think you kind of just play a lot of skills at once. But we're going to try out everything. So now you can see where the path goes. If I want another bronze key, I could do that. I would go over here if I want to get this. And if I go over here, I get this. So you can see that there's different paths that you can take. This one afflicts us with golden smoke. So the rewards are unknown. So this one will restore honor. Our honor is totally fine though. We didn't really take that much damage. I'm going to select this one, and then maybe we'll select the other one. If our honor gets big chunked out or something like that, we could consider it. But some of these mods are terrible. Like they'll like destroy all of your armor or energy shield or all your evasion rating. Like there's ones that will absolutely wreck you. But this one over here, we just have to basically survive. Oh, we got a ruby trump. Oh, dang. He wants to buy the item, but we can't leave the trial. And don't worry about whispering them. People understand if you're on a trial. We can whisper him after. So what we'll do, I'll show you guys what to do if like someone's whispering you and you're doing something. But more likely, because that's like a common item, it's only with really expensive things where people will be waiting. But we can whisper him back. You could say in trial. I'll message when done. And sometimes they'll say no thank you, and they'll just go buy another one, which is all good. If they want it, then they can wait. Like, don't leave though, because I mean, you're gonna have to reset this whole thing. Our run is like okay right now because we're gonna do this boss. So now we can get the bronze key, so we can get even more rewards. This is another one of the same ones where we just kill the monsters, but some of them may require you to do like activating these little like portals, or it'll be like kill monsters. But each one of these will have some sort of objective.
I'm not ready yet.
Good riddance.
But the very first one is super chill. So next up, we can restore honor and grants us a boon. So a boon should heal us. This one's gonna give us lots of water. And then this one over here is going to affect us with less maximum honor, but it's going to restore honor. We'll probably just not select that one though. So this one over here, this one is very important. So when you click on it, it's going to make a little swirl or like a little like fairy thing, and you just have to follow it. So this one went up. You have to follow the order, and we click on this one. Now it's to the right. Be careful if you run though, because you can run. And if the enemies hit you, then you will take lots of damage because you're going to get knocked down. So this one's going down, and again, you just follow it. We go up over here. And if you lose track of it, well, good luck. Because there's not really any other like thing that can help out. But we're done. It's not too bad. Restore 115 of your honor. Okay, great. And then we're going to get a boon, so it's going to give us a benefit. So it should be like popping up over here. So our boon is next affliction boon is converted into a minor boon. Oh, okay, cool. So next debuff is going to actually buff us up. So that's pretty good. This one is going to restore some extra water. This contains a merchant. You and your minions deal 40% less damage. That's terrible. We do not want that one. Oh, okay. Well, we could also take this one, which makes the afflictions unknown, but I'm pretty sure that we can manage. This one, though, is going to give us a minor boon. But this is, sometimes some of them are pretty deadly. Oh, we got increased movement speed. Okay. So we got to watch out. Do not take any hits from the fire. It's bad. We actually just got one of these. We could, make this magic and then add another mod to it. This one we could add another mod to. But that 40% movement speed is going to make this super easy.
Bloody rust bucket.
So just again,
I need more time for that.
we took like 1 honor, which is like nothing. Because this is the first trial. Sometimes, man, that's like a game over. You get hit once and then you start panicking and then you end up taking way more damage. So let's pull this lever. It's gonna open up the door. So these are kind of like the Trial of Ascendencies in PoE 1. That's like the goal. But I would say that these are a lot more interesting. They're also more frustrating when you die. But this will cost just a little bit. I'm gonna get the extra honor. We didn't lose much, but I'm just trying to show you guys how it works. So I would not select this one. Now this one does contains a merchant, so it could give us a benefit, but this one is really good, the minor boon. This one is going to restore our honor, which we don't really need, but I really don't like that we deal 40% less damage. That's like no fun. So afflictions are unknown, which is kind of bad. But unknown is better than guaranteed less damage. Goes down more. Be careful when running. Like I said, I have 40% movement speed, so it should be pretty chill. That was actually way easy because that 40% movement speed. So it says restore a bunch of your honor and gain a minor affliction. So I could restore honor. My honor is perfect, but I don't want an affliction, so I'm good. And then now we're gonna do the rattle cage, the earth breaker. So this is the boss.
The foe ahead is formidable.
Should be pretty chill though. Let's go ahead and throw down the totem.
Where of the birth?
I need more time for that.
So try not to get hit by him. But the first one is like so chill. It's not a big deal.
Look out for the slam.
And they even tell you to watch out for the slam. But these do get way out of control hard.
So much heft, and still you fall like the rest.
Nice. Alright, let's see the loot. Ooh, the aged cuffs, a regal orb. Maybe an upgrade on boots. Let's see. But we also got some sacred water. But now, with these keys, we can open up our rewards. But the most important thing is choosing the Ascendency. So we can become an oracle, or we can become a shaman. Now, if you're wondering which one is the best, I think oracle towards the end of the game is pretty good because of inevitable crits, which makes you re-roll your crits again and again until you actually crit. Now, you don't even need to stack crit damage because certain things can activate on critical hit, which just keeps on re-rolling until they succeed, which is pretty OP. But we only get 2 skill points, so we couldn't even get that one in the very beginning. We would get this one where enemy critical hit chance against you is unlucky, which means it re-rolls twice and it takes the best results. But damage of enemies hitting you is unlucky, which means, well, yeah, it re-rolls twice. So if you you would take, let's say, 1 to 100 lightning damage, it would roll that 2 times, and you would take the best result for you. So this is actually pretty good for survivability. And then also you get this. I think these are fantastic. But like in the very beginning of the game, just like any action RPG, you have like base 5% crit, and then our weapon is like what, the 10% or something like that. In general, you're just not going to benefit off of crit early on. There's a lot of things that are kind of unknown. Okay, let's see what this does. So this makes like a Nova that does something, and then there's like another one where it's called Align Fate, where every, like, I guess 11 seconds you get like a clone that does something that casts one of your spells, which is kind of cool, but we're not casting spells. The one that I think is interesting over here is that this is an Oracle thing, which lets you reveal Oracle-only passive nodes after ascending. So you don't even get to see what you get with this, which is crazy because the game just came out and a lot of this stuff is unknown. In fact, you don't even get to see what this is on POB or Max Roll. I checked; they don't have, like, these don't exist yet. So this is because the game is fresh, and like, you know, they have to add 130 to their, you know, their builder planner, and someone has to ascend to actually see them, and they have to, you know, program all of it to work. So it's kind of crazy. This one could be really good too. And again, in the very beginning, when there's a brand new class, no one really knows. However, I will say that I can tell you that this one is guaranteed really good right now, because enemies in your presence have exposure. What exposure is it automatically applies negative 20% resistance, so it's 20% more damage. Now, there's less effect on magic monsters and less effect on rare and unique, so basically it becomes 10% negative resistances. But that's really good. And then you also get 10% of damage as extra random element. So on smaller monsters, you're basically getting roughly, okay, this is just like, you know, going off the minus 20 plus 10% of a random element that you can actually apply. Basically, you have 30% more damage on like trash monsters. But it's still a good one. I like it. And then there's also this Apocalypse that you can get, but I'm not going to get Apocalypse. I think that getting 40 spirit for each of your empty charms is pretty good. I mean, we could literally go right now. Well, we'd have 2 empty ones. We get 80 extra spirit. I think our first one is 100% going to be this. And then our second one is going to be this. And then the rest of them, we'll kind of play it by game. This one's kind of interesting too. I think Furious Wellspring, because it gives you extra maximum rage. Now it also regenerates your rage, and then also increases and reduction to mana regen. Also apply to rage regen. So you can get basically a lot of rage regen, and then you can just do ancestral like boosted attacks and just get like crazy big DPS, but like you'd have like obviously a smaller uptime on how fast you're going to attack, but just go slow and just slam once in a while. Could be an interesting build for Bear. But what I want to get is I want to get Shaman right now, and then if we want to swap later, we can consider that. But the thing that matters right now is our character is going to do this for a little bit because we've ascended. It's supposed to be epic, and this is going to be awesome. So again, enemies in your presence. Presence, by the way, is basically, since we're an attack-based build, it's just whatever you're attacking. But it's a small area of effect around you. But this is what we're going to get right now. And then we can also purchase items with water. So you can see what the merchant has. Hits against you have reduced crit damage bonus. So I can buy these, or I can convert the leftover sacred water, which is 300, into keys. So we can go over here, and now we're going to get a bunch of keys. So we can open up these caches. So we have 3 bronze keys and 1 silver key. So it depends on what I want to get. Maybe I want a body armor. Maybe I want a helmet. Let's just open up the helmet one. We got 1 helmet that may be good. And then these ones, let's see. We have body armor. I don't think it's going to be possible to replace our body armor. It's pretty dang good. What's the... Okay, we'll do the small relic cache. So we can get one of these. And then once we do one of these... Oh, you gain extra water at the start. We can modify this as well. And then we can store these in the relic locker to use next time we do one of these if we want to. We also got this. Is this worth anything? I'm using a tool, by the way, called Exile Exchange. It just lets me scan items. It's like 1 Exalt. Okay. I was just curious to see what it sells for. And then also, we can relist our stuff for pricing. So I can relist this for, let's say, 28. And then relist this for 1.6. And then maybe there's going to be someone that wants to buy it. And then this, I guess, is worth like 1 Exalted Orb. And then we can identify this also. No one's going to want that. No one's going to want that either. And then we're pretty much good to go. We opened up... Oh, no, we have two more chests that we can open up. Okay. Well, we didn't really get anything. Let's see. It's giving us some resistances, but again, nothing super good. And then now we're just going to go sell it and get rid of everything else. Having made the Paladin... Yes, Mojo, that builds up. This is not Diablo. Licky, this is Path of Exile. So we're going to go sell our other items. We could also disenchant, but I just want to get rid of a bunch of the items that I'm not using. Okay, so now that we've done this, we are going to continue. So now we have ascended. So as far as like the little like thing goes, what we have done, we've completed the Ascendency. Now we're going to go to the Mastodon Badlands. Let's go ahead and go over there. So Mastodon Badlands, Valley of Titans, Trader's Patches, Keth, Travis Sakamas, Vescari Askert, Modern 1 Quarry. Then we go over here. The Mastodon Badlands. And what we're looking for is a quest item called the Sun Clan Relic. It's not really that big of a deal because it gives you another charm slot, I believe. It used to be actually much worse. They actually buffed the reward on it because like no one cared about it.
Sand, black is the heart of a necromancer.
So yeah, now so you can see they have -20, so that's -20 resistances, which is awesome. Now he's frozen. We're gonna do that, and make a nice little pop combo. Satisfying.
I need more time for that.
But yeah, the other damage reduction where it's like unlucky is a really good stat, specifically for lightning damage. I mean, that's not even like, that could be like the difference between like taking, let's say, 1,000 damage and taking like 10 damage. Like lightning rolls really absurd in action RPGs.
I'm not ready yet.
You prefer the PoE 1 trials? Me too, Fire, because they're way faster. This one, they take a long time. But remember how we have that, like, that ring and the ring and the armor could be upgraded if I wanted to get more stats. So we could go through those things, but I kind of want to just move it along through the campaign. Okay, we just leveled up. Awesome. There's actually a couple of those. I was checking out what other like cool nodes we can get, and there is one where you could actually grab like this node, and it'll let you grab nodes that are adjacent to it. But I think that we can get this. I think this is a really great stat considering we also have 15% of armor. Now we're gonna have 45% of our armor applies to elemental damage. I actually really like that. It's really great. And someone wants to get this item, so I'm gonna go invite them. And again, I'll keep that the extra currency because I feel like getting that item is quite rare. So we're gonna do a quick little trade, and like sometimes if you're playing and someone joins, this is exactly what you would do. And you would just basically, you go to town and you go to your stash and then you grab whatever item, and we have no exalted orbs, so it'll be real easy to kind of note here. And then we're gonna go trade, and he's gonna give us 28 exalted orbs, and we're gonna give him his item. So I'll take a second, and this way you guys can see kind of how trade works. We go ahead and throw in our ring. 28, and then make sure it's the correct. And then he's gonna make sure it's the correct item that we gave him, and then we're gonna store this in our stash. And like I said, I will not use these because I feel like it would be unfair because that item is like I said, I want to keep the gameplay like realistic. What else can we get over here? Ooh, armor applies to cold. Oh, that's a lot for armor to apply to cold specifically. And then we have all this crit. We have increased armor and max energy shield. Defend with 120 armor while not low on energy shield. I wonder, that's actually kind of cool. Wonder if we could just have like, what if we just have no energy shield because we're not low on it, but I'm pretty sure it would still require you to have it. But again, we can always type in whatever we're looking for. Like if I want damage over here, which is kind of what I want to go for. We have damage recoup. It's kind of nice. Let's get that. You could also look up at like movement speed is actually a really nice thing to have as well. Let's see if there's any. There's no movement. There's none. Wow, that was like the one movement speed node. It was like over here. Yeah, that is the one movement speed node. The rest of the movement speeds just like over here. Like I said, Path of Exile 2 is incredibly stingy with movement and attack speed. Let's see if we can get more attack speed. Anywhere nearby. This is totems. They're so stingy. 30% increased attack damage if you crouch. Okay, that's like, again, they really want you to lean into like the hybrid, but like they're pretty stingy on it. There's like really nothing here. However, there is this node that I actually think is quite nice to have. But let's see what else is here. We have Warcry, we have Stun build up, we have Minions. Okay, this is not too bad. Okay, you know what? I was thinking about getting this one. This is fine. We can also get, I think we needed 6 decks. So we're going to this. But yeah, this is okay because we're getting some extra damage. And we're going to get this max rage here. We're going to get into this because this is like 4% more damage, which starts scaling better and better as we like play because it's always going to multiply off everything that we got. Even though it's a small amount, more damage in Path of Exile is superior. And also rage can be used for different things. And maybe we can get more something based on rage. Yeah, what we're looking for is, in here is, so we're in Macedon Badlands. We need to get to Buried Shrines. And then we need to get to Bone Pits.
I'm not ready yet.
Light this passage. Oh, we can get this waypoint. If you see this, go ahead and grab it. We'll use this later. But we just want the waypoint for right now.
Freshly dug.
Let's see if let's see, because this is actually from last season, but they like brought it back into the game. Oh, you know what? It's fine. We have the waypoint. We'll do the mechanic later because it's, as far as I'm aware of, it's not going to be like required. Like I said, it's for last season. It's for like doing this special sort of crafting. Oh, we got hit because we were moving. But if you want to know like enemies in your presence, oh, I guess the wolves are doing some damage now.
I need more time for that. I need more time for that. Nature takes what's owed.
This is another abyss. But yeah, I'll pretty much just move towards the main objective if we can. Maybe it's down here.
Blood for blood. They defile this land and themselves with it.
The bone pits. Here we go. So this is what we're looking for. So in the bone pits, we're looking for a boss, but also if we can get this green quest item. So here we're gonna kill pretty much everything because this is where the thing can drop. Dang, even with like a bunch of resistance, we still took a big chunk of damage. Kind of surprised.
I need more time for that.
They do a little combo on him. But yeah, we pretty much want to kill all of the elites for sure. Oh, there it is, Sun Clan Relic. That's all we needed. And we're going to insert that back into another area. There we go. Thank you, Mojo.
I need more time for that. Nature
there we go.
takes what's owed. I need more time for that.
Alright, now we have the boss.
Never met a necromancer worth sparing.
So this is kind of a double boss fight here. So we'll freeze the elephant and then we're gonna go.
I need more time for that.
A nice little explosion. So you have to watch out for those like green things on the floor.
time for
We got that down. That was super fast. So trying to get hit by the green things. It's not really doing that much damage though. Like, we can just like face tank it.
I'm not ready yet.
We stand right here. We're good. Oh, he's frozen again. We get the quest item, the tusks. So once we kill them, we are going to go. We can travel to the sandstorm to use the horn, but also we can go back to the Valley of the Titans to use that other part of the charm. So we just got this part because there's like 2 pieces of it, right? So what we're going to do is we are going to go to the it's not the waypoint. Here the waypoint doesn't really do too much, but we'll talk to the NPC and she'll give us a quest reward. We have the horn, which is a quest item. So we have to go to a certain area that we use like the horn. But what we want to do first, she's going to tell us it's time to go basically finish off the main area. But what we're going to do first is we are going to go to the Valley of the Titans over here. And then we are going to put in that item. So we're going to find that little thing again. And we'll just basically hug the walls until we find the area that we can insert it in. Oh, we got hit. Oh.
I need more time for that. Restless dead.
Ooh. It's a boss. Oh. Nice. Okay, he's frozen. It's really good DPS though. Like actually. Oh, he does big damage though. Nice. That was cool. He didn't really drop anything special, but I think we can go in now to the Vaal ruins. But we can save it, I believe how it works. I don't know if you have to go in and make the temple. But we could go and do it, might as well. Just so we can like try to see if we can fight the boss, because like maybe the boss drops something really big. So we have path. Oh, the path actually has to go. Oh, we have a boss. Okay, that makes it dead end. Effectiveness? I don't know what that is. Treasured vault. Okay, that's good. Well, we have a boss to fight, right? An architect's chamber. Okay, cool. A commander's chamber. Oh, you can just connect them. Oh, you have to connect it to this. Okay. Okay, well, I just threw it down a bunch, and then we're just going to run the temple. And then we can add a bunch of mods. I actually like this thing because it's just like free extra, power. And so you guys can see kind of what I'm selecting. But most of these are just like random. There's no real control over it. Last time, in like terms of like the crafting power, you actually could choose what you wanted, which I actually like that design much more. But, I'm going to try out to do the mechanics, and I'll tell you guys if it's worth it. Oh, what's this one? Oh, yeah, it gives us a rare item to have another mod, so we can just add another mod. Boom. And then now we got 40-something evasion, 43 evasion. So, I mean, if we didn't have that before, it may give us, like, 5%, maybe? About 5% chance to just evade, which is not bad.
That's heavy enough already.
Okay, this is the workshop. So I think, are the workshops the ones where you get to mod your item? Or in Path of Exile 1, you could get these like implants to have extra like arms in your character, and then those would do abilities, which was actually really cool. Is this not it? Because I know you can do, there's some sort of like mod that you can put in your character in this as well, but I don't know if you can do it early on in the game. Nice, we leveled up again. So we were working towards, which one? Yes, increased damage. And then we're gonna get increased rage too.
I'm not ready yet.
What's this one? A regal. Ah, okay, so this is from magic items. I don't have any magic items equipped except for like these, which you cannot get into rare, so it's gonna be a no-go.
I bloody rust bucket.
So the voice lines are pretty good. Nice. Lambit, you enjoying the paladin? Alright, now we go to the automation lab. Let's see if we get something cool. Oh, that room was super tiny. So maybe like it doesn't give you anything yet. Maybe you have to be a certain level, or you have to complete a certain number of them. I don't know. I just know that there is a boss here, and that's what I want. That's why I wanted to do this. So I want to see the first time we're doing the boss. That was like not worth it at all. A regal shard. I mean, we could.
A druid knows to travel light.
It's possible that we get better like boots, because our boots was it. Yeah, you know what? It actually has quite a bit of res. But the thing is that if the boots don't have movement speed, I'm just throwing them on the floor. Nothing in that chest. That chest was terrible. We'll do the boss last, assuming that the boss is the hardest. I don't want to like die before we get to the boss. It's like what, 2 levers? Not even one. Not even one exalted orb. No orb of alchemies. It's kind of a. So far, I would say, like, I mean, you still are getting free mods on your item. Oh, is there another boss? Oh.
I'm not ready yet.
That's a really, really good combo there. Yeah, I like this one. So we can add another mod to our item. So a suffix would usually be resistance here. This one could have prefix of HP, so I'm going to try to go for this one. Hopefully we get a prefix. Oh. Item level is too high. Huh. Doesn't tell us anything about that, but well, the ring worked. We got, then we got cold res on that as another mod. Okay. Another alchemy workbench. So an alchemy workbench would be just upgrades a white into a rare. I don't think I have anything right here. I mean, we can't even put this in because... Okay, this works. This ruby ring. Let's see what we get. Ooh, okay, we have some all attributes. Cool. What attribute? We're in Act 2, brother. There's 3 acts total. Okay, so now we're going to use that checkpoint, go and do the final boss. This is our first time doing it, so I don't know. Sometimes, honestly, Path of Exile has these boss mechanics that are, like, really unfair. The first time you do it, it's like you just got to learn and die. Like the Maven memory game. Alright, so. Oh, first time doing the Architect boss. Let's go. So what do we have to do? Oh, we just... Wait, what? We just loot it? There's no boss? What? Wait, is there just a game that I have to... Oh. I thought we were... Oh, it's the chamber. Ah. So, wait. Oh, then we can do... Oh, there's a currency vault. Oh. So currency ones can only be placed in... And then, so I think eventually we're going to be able to get to those currencies. Okay. So there are, like, you know, good ones.
I'm full up.
Okay, we can take these just to sell for extra gold. Okay, so that was it. We now have to go back to all the way over here. It doesn't let you TP back, so maybe they don't want you to do it in the middle of like the boss fight or something. Did I post my build for PoE 2? No, I don't have any PoE 2 builds posted for this league. So now we're good. We're gonna go back to, I guess, Valley of the Titans. Oh yeah, you know what we're doing here? We're gonna get the extra charm slot. That's what we're doing right now. And then we're gonna finish off the act. But here we don't really need to kill stuff because we are just interested in one thing, which is just getting our charm finished.
I need more time for that.
No, we don't need to hit the ancient seals, by the way. Just looking for the objective.
I need more time for that.
Season of the Huntress. Ah, yes, yes. That was a good season. I really like that. I like that class in general. Lightning Spear was super OP.
I need more time for that.
I'm not gonna care too much about doing all the league mechanics. Is this it? Nope, it's another ancient shield.
I'm not ready yet.
I'll kill some of the elites if we see them.
Get on, foul creature.
Because those are the only things that really drop like good loot.
I need more time for that.
Here we go. Medallion. So now we're gonna go put that other piece here. And then now we get to select if we want increased charm charges gain or charm effect duration. I'm gonna select duration. It honestly doesn't matter. Only thing that matters is you get an extra charm slot, which lets you hold one more thing. That's it. If you happen to have these, like we have one where we take fire, cold, lightning damage. The one that I like is called guard. But I don't even know if you can get that in like the leveling stages of the game. So after we've done that, we're going to travel to the Sandstorm. So we go back to the caravan over here. And then we go to the Sandstorm, where the area where we fought the boss, but then he like went and hid, or he like ran away. We are now going to... Oops. Oh, we can buy this back. I wanted to identify him first. So,
The Countess has used.
okay, he's gonna yap for a bit. We'll identify items. We're gonna go sell our stuff. Ooh, increased attack speed's good. It's not too bad. We get life per enemy kill. We get physical at leechless mana.
I shall put this to use.
Not too bad, not too bad. But I'm just getting rid of a bunch of stuff here. We can maybe modify that, and we'll see if it rolls good. And then we'll keep it going. Because pretty much at this point, like, it's better just to trade with players. We still haven't gotten an Exalted Orb, actually, in a while. But it wants us to go to... Okay, so what we're doing is we're going to the Sandstorm area. Oh, that's right. It's not at the waypoint. Everywhere that you go, you got to go to the center. So we're looking at this over here. It's telling us that we want to go to... Oh, I don't know why it's marked as this for the Macedon Badlands. Because what we need to do is we need to go to the Sandstorm over here. So we go to the Trial of Corruption over here because it has a little icon over here. It's weird that this is like marked over here, but it's fine. It doesn't really matter. Then we got to go to use the horn. So... And then we go use the horn over here. What's interesting is this whole thing is powered by slaves. They're just like tied, and they basically just run, and that's how it keeps this like boat, I don't know, sand boat. They're just like basically chained to it. It's a rough job, man. And then it says now we're gonna go to Dishar. Okay, so now we gotta go to Dishar over here. So we just did the Sandstorm. Travel to Dishar. Now we have to get the final letter, and we get 2 skill points from this one. Or, yeah. So we're going to go to Dishar. So there's an enemy that you're going to click on that's dead.
Watch from on high.
From a fallen Dakara. So hopefully we find it.
I'm not ready yet.
Can I post that site for the axe? Yeah, it's PoE 2 axe. Yeah, it really helps out because there's a lot of stuff with this game where it's like, even though I've beaten it, I don't know how many times, it's not very straightforward. So like I have to refer to it once in a while. Okay, so this area's level 28. We're 27, so we're like fine. You just don't want to be like 5 levels over the level. That's where it becomes like a lot worse for XP. But in the campaign, and the penalty's not that bad. When you get to end game, oh man, when you're like 90 plus, yeah, you need every single level that you can get in the area for XP.
I'm not ready yet. Balance restored.
You know what? We just walked in a giant circle. But it's fine, because we need to find that letter anyways, so... Hopefully we'll find it on the first go here. Because we're going to do all of the quests along the way for the skill points. Except for an act, that was called like the Prelude Act, or... Where it's like after you finish the game, they have like these other acts where like there's a bunch of quests, and I'll have to like maybe look that up in terms of like what order the best way to get the bonus points in.
I need more time for that.
But we can still pick up all the charms, because if you get one with guard, that's like the god hit. Where's the, because we're going to have a bunch of these things, and like the, increased duration, charge it's like whatever. Like the only thing that matters is if it gives you guard. That's what we want to see. Oh, here it is. Fallen Dakara. Now, once it's to return the caravan, we can do that later. We're going to continue. So we're looking for another area called the Path of Mourning. There we go. Path of Mourning.
The wind bites like a blade up here. Your grave awaits.
I believe there's
I
a...
need more time for that.
Yes, Spires of the Shards, the next area. Okay. And then in the Spires, there's a quest that we're going to come up to that gives us plus 10% lightning resistance. This next boss that we're going to do, the end of the act boss, is really hard. I'm hoping that we can do it on our first try. But honestly, the boss is very, 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 very hard. See how OP our build is. I'd be very impressed if it can do it on the first try. Because it's really not that easy. Like, even the very first boss we didn't have too much troubles with. But what we'll look up is, if we get to level 30, we'll look up... Do I have an Exalted Orb? I do not. Okay, hopefully we'll get one Exalted Orb, and then we can get a brand new weapon, because that's going to give us the biggest source of our DPS. It's probably this way. The more you know, GG. Yeah, it helps out a ton to have that. Just moving in path 1 to the next zone. You can also modify the strong boxes. Oh, cool. Look, the game was listening. They're like, here's an exalted orb. You asked for it, sir.
I'm not ready yet.
Let's see if we can
I need more time for that.
jump across. Yeah, nice. Save myself like 20 seconds there. Spires of Nishar. Okay, so once we're in the Spires of Nishar, which is pretty much the finals, I want to say it's pretty close to the finals. We're going to go on a train next. The train is where you get a lot of XP. But what we're looking for here is to activate something, and it'll give us 10% lightning resistance.
I need more time for that. Nature takes what's old. I'm not ready yet. Mortal fool.
Ooh. Oh, this is just like the Vaal thing. We'll do these. Is a monster gonna come out? No? Okay. I guess we already completed it.
I'm not ready yet.
I might have a weapon for. Oh no, I appreciate that, BH. Thank you. But what I'm trying to do for this like play session is like use only the items that I get. I mean, I'll trade if I have the currency, but I don't want to take like twink gear. But I appreciate it though. Thank you. Yes, we are level 28.
I need more time for that.
Where is that thing? Nice build up. I want to get this. We can get this one next. It's, I mean, yeah, 30% minion damage and attack speed isn't too bad. I don't know how good it actually is, but I know like getting every bit of rage is a really good stat. Watch out for that guy, he's gonna blow up. Okay, there we go.
Balance restored.
3 to melee skills. Oh, you can get plus to melee skills on your like talisman. Nice. This is, yes, Vixer. This is Path of Exile. Pull the physical based on rage and freezing the enemy too. Ooh, that's cool, Ghost. What tier of gem is that?
That this'll stop me.
His slam is like really big. It's like 180. He's gonna be from Frozen.
Out of mana.
Like, can you not freeze him? And his Frozen thing is all the way up, but.
I'm not ready yet.
But like one of the gems that we're running right now, which gives us extra cold damage, doesn't work unless we kill a target that was frozen. So we could swap out that gem for the boss, because it does nothing. Unless he spawns in stuff. So maybe this boss in particular just can't be frozen.
I'm not ready yet.
Okay, then he's frozen now. There we go. Ooh, we have a uncut level 8. So we can definitely upgrade our... Oh, we can't because we don't have enough intelligence. So we'll have to get a little bit more intelligence for our character. And I'll show you guys how to do that. Just in case, like, you know, you run into the situation where you're like, oh, I want to use this. But, we killed them over here. But we are also going to... There's one more thing over here. But we have one more thing to do here, somewhere in here. So we want to get that free permanent 10 lightning resistance. Wow, it's right here. Sisters. Ooh. So you can see on the bottom right where it's, or bottom left where it says, I've received plus 10% lightning resistance. That's what we want to see.
I need more time for that.
Once we get that, we're good with here. We've already killed the boss, got the lightning resistance. So here's what we've done. We've gotten the final letter. It wanted us to go back immediately, but it's fine. We're doing this right now. So now we're going to go talk to the NPC.
What? Ah, I said.
Stay in something. You
Give her
found a
this
letter.
letter.
When I have
Now we get this. We get 2 extra points. So if you ever run into the situation where you're like, oh, I need to get like strength instead of whatever, or dexterity, you can go to the hooded one and go to refund passes. And I can click on the strength one and I can just convert it into intelligence. And then boom, we're done. And then now I could use that gem and we can get our Lunar Assault to be upgraded. So our Lunar Assault is going to go from level 7 to 8. Which gives us another 3% damage, which is actually pretty low. But
skill is very good at freezing enemies.
it doesn't. It's very low in damage. But later we're gonna get this because we just got to level 8 and level 9 we get something different. We get Rampage. What's a bear attack? What's the final one? A shapeshift attack. Lunar Blessing. Okay, shapeshift and world. And offer your rage to the moon. Oh, so it's probably gonna cost rage. Buff grants 52% of damage gained as cold damage. Okay, so yeah, we'll probably lean into like the rage sort of thing and see what we can do. But yeah, for 1 point, I don't know. I feel like minions. I just wanted to get the extra bonus rage, but let's look for extra attack damage as well. So as far as extra attack damage, there's some over here, which is like 10%, 10%, 10%. Increases area effect if you stun an enemy. This is attack area damage. Okay, we don't really need that. This one wants us to play hybrid. Empowered attacks. That's more of that. Or if you just get raw damage, but usually like, okay, this one's not bad because it's like, well, it's 25 for 2, which is, if we divide it, it's basically 10, which isn't, it's not terrible. And does immobilization count as freeze? Ah, okay. You know what? That's not too bad. Due to being frozen, like basically we can build up freeze a little bit better. We have, you know what? 20%. Like, this is really not that bad. We'll take that for now. The reason why I'm thinking about getting it's like not bad to have them attack faster, but I don't know if the wolves also can apply damage that we have. I'm not sure how it registers. Let's see, because it's a minion skill, but some minion skills can use your damage or something like that. Let's see. So there's the wolf part of it. Summon wolf. Chance to poison. Oh, so they do poison damage. Okay, the modifiers are minions deal 8% damage. That's it. Summon wolf limit 5 additional wolf. If target is unique. Okay. So, if the target dies, it'll activate trigger. Okay. There's probably other ways to consume the mark, but this is like the damage that it actually deals. Wow, this is like 500 damage. What's our Lunar Assault? Our Lunar Assault's like 500 as well. But anyways, let's go to the next zone over here.
The Pharaoh didn't
We're
have
gonna
us
talk to
as
her.
we now have. Move
So now we get to
swiftly.
go to the Dreadnought. Where is that? Over here. Hello, Fire. How you doing? Fire Lemon. Wolf minions damage is so bad. Well, I still think the rage is like worth getting, like because it's more damage, right? Like it's a more multiplier. Like two, even though like it, you know, it's like two rage. But later we're gonna be building into rage. At least that's what I want to do right now. Because like there's some stuff that can maybe give you movement speed based on rage or you know bonuses. But this is an area where we could probably get to level 30. This is a level 31 area. But I do think that the summoned wolves are good to have for survivability. Like
I'm not ready yet.
we're tanking lots of damage, but we'll see if we can get better armor as well. If we get another Exaltador, but the weapon is the most important thing.
I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready yet.
But yeah, having the extra minions is quite nice.
Balance restore. I need more time for that.
Yeah, this area is actually quite hard though.
I need more time for that.
Ooh, there's another Exalted Orb, so we might be able to get an upgrade on their chest piece too. Because everything is pretty good on her like character right now, but you can always get upgrades. We can also use a better jewel too. That'd be a.
I need more time for that. Young you'll go. Strength endures well.
Got another level up. Well, we could get this, but we just got the. Okay, yeah, that's right. We just got that for the extra damage. That's empowered attacks. There are these nodes here which give us both spell and attack. I just wish that like the game supported it more without having to go like hybrid. No, it's not too bad. The one I really like over here is this because I can get just a huge amount of armor. Oh, maximum rage while shapeshifted. What? 12? Whoa, hold up. Wait, how much rage can we get? Because I'm going to start stacking rage now. So we can gain 1 inherent rage. Okay, I don't need the loss. Consume all rage when shapeshifting to human form to recover 1% maximum. Oh, that's kind of interesting. But I want to get this 12. We get 1. Okay, so we're going to have to get an additional 1. Then we have 3. So it's what? This means we just don't want to not shapeshift, but like basically that's 3%, 6%, and then that one, that 12 is massive.
I'm not ready yet.
Oh, but we are level 30. So we could get this. Okay, so since we just got this waypoint, what we're going to do now,
Close now.
we're going to check if we get something better for DPS. I want to say our DPS was, what, 120? I think we can check. I have the scanner tool, but let's see. It's 173. Okay, so that's what our DPS is right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to item category, talisman, and then we're also going to do over here, we're going to go to level 30 as the maximum, and then we have 1 exalted orb. What's the most DPS we can get? 180. Now ours is what, 173. That's not going to be that big of an upgrade unless it has +2 melee skills. You can see some of these will give us bonuses on condition, but we really aren't getting too big of an upgrade. 180. Okay, so it could be the price, could be the level. I'm sure it's the level though. Like, let's say if we change the level and we have no level requirement, what's the highest amount of DPS we can get? 700 DPS. That is crazy. Okay, so yeah, I mean, look, it's only 1 exalted orb too as like the price limit. So that's not going to be for quite a while. What is it? Level 77. So I don't think we're going to get an upgrade there, but maybe we can go to body armor and get an upgrade here. Let's go to level 30 as maximum, and then just see what other one has the most amount of armor that we can possibly get. 1,000. You have no life regen. That's kind of a big deal. So we'd have to redo some of this skill tree, but 1,000 armor is pretty massive. It's just there's a pretty big downside. But let's see. I think it's going to be mostly a bunch of this, which is the Titan Rot. So we can also add the filter over here, which says no life regeneration. So that won't appear on the stat. So let's go to armor 92. So we can get like almost 400 armor, which will be an upgrade, but I'm not going to consider that like enough of an upgrade, considering this has a bunch of resistances. Ideally, we'd get something that has resistance life. Let's see, what do we need with this? We could totally forego this in terms of stats. I wouldn't mind getting more armor, actually, and then we can also shoot for something that has more HP. So we're just going to search for something that has armor. Let's go to, let's say, 200 armor, but then it also has as much maximum life. And has maximum life. And let's type in just like 30, 40. Let's see if we have anything. So we have 272 with over 100 HP. That is pretty massive, considering our character has 600 HP. This is going to be huge. Yeah, I think we grab this. That'll be a really good one. Plus it's got resistance. Yeah, this is pretty hard to beat. But we'll scroll for a little bit just to see if there's anything else that could be better. But it's only one Exalted Orb, which is crazy. Good. That's 272 armor too. Wow. Let's type in 250 plus to see just how many even exist in this category. Oh, there's still 500. Wow. Okay, well, I don't think there's that many that are going to give us plus like 80 plus life. Let's see. Oh, there's only 4. Okay, that made things pretty easy. So we can have 272 armor or 300 armor. This one has 5 life regen, which is quite nice. But we'll see what the rest of the stats are looking like. Stun threshold is okay too. There really isn't anything that is like so much better than the rest. This one has 15 cold res though, which it is a stat that is usable. Oh, this one over here actually has a socket. Well, we can add one more socket to this and then add even more to it. 270, what's this one? 266. This is 80 life. I'll take the 100 life one. So we'll whisper this guy over here and see if we can get this item. And then this is the only item that I want. And then we'll get right back to playing. You hope I have good lightning res. Yeah, dude, we got all of our res caps except for the last res. So this one over here is, oh man, sometimes it's really annoying to figure out where to go. So we have to go to Dreadnought. Okay. So we're gonna go to the Caravan. Is PoE 2 better than Diablo? In some areas, yeah. Like if you like more of a challenge and you don't really like to blast, the item progression is a lot longer. I would say that, yeah, that you can consider this game better. But it's not as easy to understand, I would say. We'll go ahead and sell item.
Right, of course. I
Get
will
rid of
tell
this.
your tale.
Sometimes Act 1 or Act 2. So I always do that just in case, because like I said, because the new season came out, maybe this guy's new, I don't know. But yeah, this will be a nice little upgrade for us, and then we can also put on another socket, because these, yeah, you get enough of these. These aren't going to be super rare. So what we're going to do is socket it, and then we can put something with like more life. Let's see, do we have like with int? This one over here gives us extra lightning resistance, which if we needed the lightning resistance, that wouldn't be bad. We can also check what other things that we have. Fire res, cold res. Okay, none of these are going to be useful for us. But I don't know what he's doing. We'll try to open up the trade for him because I feel like it's been like a minute or two. Sometimes people are slow though. But is he going to be one of those guys where he's like, oh, whoops, I don't know where the armor is. Okay, there we go. So now we're going to go ahead and equip this, and we should get a little bit of damage reduction. So you see we have 38% damage reduction, 43, here we go, 5% more. But the more important thing was going from, you know, 600 to 730 life. That is a pretty nice upgrade. So now we're going to go sell this item, or we could list it, because, you know, sometimes you can still sell your old gear for like an Exalt, if you bought it for an Exalt, sometimes. But what we could also do is relist this, because as time goes on, some items, like, let's see, let me see if I can scan this one. So it's going for, it's showing a certain price, but we can go open it up and see what it's actually going for, which is, okay, so you can see it's 165 or whatever. Again, I have one myself. So what we're going to do is we can also go to Exalted Orb and then set it to, let's say, it's 160, 165 is like the cheapest one. So we can sell this right now. The reason why I'd rather sell it now is, like I said, as time goes on, in general, most of the time things get cheaper. But we can keep on going, and then when someone whispers us, if they do, because we listed it for basically the cheapest, and it looks like it's going for about 170. I just want to make a quick sale on it, but yeah. I don't think there's any rolls on it, but it is a pretty cool item to have. But let's go ahead and continue now. And then, like I said, if someone whispers us, we can go back.
I need more time for that.
But one thing I am noticing that's kind of annoying is our mana. So we could get mana on kill or something like that on a ring. You can also get mana regen. The reason why I like mana on kill in PoE is like the bosses, you can just pop the flasks. Because like you need so much mana regen to sustain on a boss.
Balance restored.
And you could technically do both. Some mana on kill and some mana regen, but I don't mind popping the potions on the boss. Whereas like if I just got mana regen instead of like, let's say 1 or 2 mana on kills, mana on kill is like really, really comfy. There's also a recover percent one. Yeah, let's do the boss. Let's finish the boss over here. I agree, this boss does kind of suck that we're fighting, because the reason why he's so hard is like the fight just lasts too long. I think that's like the core issue with the boss. If I had to like pinpoint something, it's because like you run out of potions. Like the fight is so long. But let's see if we can do it first time. I would be impressed if we can do it the first time on any build that doesn't run like Smurf gear.
Under the hooded one's sway. Do you even know what he is? No matter. You'll find my king far more capable than Count Yugioh. My king, take the power you were promised. Put an end to this nuisance.
The second of
I'm playing some Titan Bear, J-Rock. It's cool.
before your king.
The manifest blood vows we skin them. Submit to our finished.
I'm not ready yet.
But he'll throw these like little like lightning totems, obviously in between hits for lightning damage. But like just playing melee in general is always rough.
We are vengeance. I'm not ready
Running
yet.
out of time. End this.
What are you doing?
My queen, take the beast.
My rage is going down. So far the first part of the fight not too bad.
I don't have time for
I think you recover some of the flash charges here.
I'm not ready yet. Impede my enemies.
Oh, does he reset his chill? He does. Like, you can freeze him again easy.
I'm not ready yet.
So when he does this move, you want to dodge it. Oh, as I like dodge into it from the side, because I did dodge.
I'm not ready yet.
We will blot out the sun.
So that one doesn't do too much damage, but I'd rather just try not to tank it. I'd say this is actually really easy.
I'm not ready yet.
Wow, this class is really strong. Oh,
The winds.
this is one annoying thing that he does. Like, there's a bunch of stuff that will start to shoot out, and it's just like there's so much that just like, comes out of this boss. Oh, we got hit by that one, but it was okay. But see how like it's like too much stuff on this boss fight. He's almost frozen again though. Okay, we got him.
I need more time for that.
Nice. I'm impressed. The class is strong. Like even on like really good characters, this thing is not easy to do on the first try.
This is not over. Not yet.
Well, in general, I just feel like melee characters. That's why I don't like playing melee characters. It's just like if I was playing a ranged character, I could like be anywhere. But like he was like right in between like where these things were going. Then there's some tornadoes, and then he's gonna do a big slam attack. It's I feel like it's a little bit unfair for melee characters. But we still had a bunch of flasks too, so it really wasn't that bad. So I'm really confident with this class, especially because I feel like this is one of the hardest bosses in the entire game. Like even, I consider him harder than Arbor because by that time your gear is so good, it doesn't matter. But anyways, now we go to the hooded one, and then we're gonna go talk to him, and he's gonna get us to Act 3 in this next part. So let's go ahead and get to that. So we just walk out over here. And there we go.
Didn't know my past, but I would know yours.
You're right. It was I who created the beast. Or what there
No change in what one.
Okay,
how
so
can I
now
really?
talk to Asala.
Yes.
Hello. Travel to the Sandswept Marsh. So we'll get to the next
Beast has
act.
grown too powerful.
Okay, so
We
as
can
far as like
no
what we've
longer
done,
contain it through mortal means.
we got the 10 lightning res.
Once
We already did the
an
letter.
empire that embraced
Well, we
corruption,
actually already did everything.
they studied
but
it, mastered it, and became the
We just
greatest
did this, and we're gonna get
the
to
world has
Act
ever known.
3.
But it led to their
Now there is a
destruction.
very special thing that you can get here that it's really important because like we got lucky and we got one of the things to give us another gem socket for our lunar assault. But if you have not gotten one yet, it's okay. You still would want to get one every single time because you want it. But anyways, we'll talk to the NPC over here. I don't know why this keeps it out by default. Is there a way to keep this out by default that we're always in werewolf form? But now we have a resistance penalty, so we lose resistances and we gain nothing. But we're going to go over here, and we're going to travel through the Sandswept Marsh. Then there's a campfire that you can get one of those Lesser Jeweler orbs here. You can also probably trade one Exalted Orb, and you'll get like the Lesser Jeweler orb too. But yeah, we can look into mana regen via the tree or an item. We're gonna get to the next tier of skills here pretty soon.
I'm not ready yet.
I like that we get 3% attack speed per enemy that's nearby. Cause like there's like 10 of those little like locust fly looking things. There's some sort of elite somewhere
Keeps
nearby.
puffing him up. I need more time for that. I'm not ready yet.
I think it's really cool looking. Oh, we're chilled over here.
Nature takes
It's such a cool like level up screen. Dude, I'm so excited about getting this over here. This is so much more rage. We get 6 and then 12. So we get 18 more rage coming up. You know what I find more interesting is we have like so much resistances. We have like really good gear and it's like so challenging still. Because I usually play ranged. Oh man, I can tell you, it's a little bit different for survivability. Oh wow, did we just get uncut support level 3? What? You get that so early? Wow, that's amazing. Well, we can see if there's anything good with Lunar Assault that they recommend. Oh, that's right, it goes up to 5 now. Okay, so enemies frozen by supports can have their armor broken. So if I hover over this, oh, this guy wants to buy this thing. So we'll go ahead and go over here. Do we have our stash? So we'll go get this. So how many Exalted Orbs do we have right now? Oh, so we have 1. Just so we have it as reference. Wow, he was pretty fast with that. So that's 160 and 5. Boom. Well, you can get attacked over here. Okay, so we're going to go back to here, and I'm just going to hold control. I'm just going to click on this. So it just puts it all back, and we have 100. Oh, wait. We only have my one that we actually have. So we have 193 exalts once we get to the end game. Like I said, I don't want to buy items that would make this, like, play session for a new player to be like, oh my gosh, he's got this item. Even though we got pretty lucky. We got, like, was it Dream Shaper or something? And then that thing over there, which sold for quite a bit. Max res in campaign is crazy. Yeah, we have like max res right now, and things are still doing crazy DPS. That I have like really good armor too. That's what I find even more amazing. We could get that 1000 armor, but then we have no life regen, which means I have to push the potion in. Or we get like life leech. That's another like thing that we could get. But life leech kind of sucks in PoE because they only really support physical unless you get a very specific thing. Okay, so this area over here, this checkpoint. Oh, wait. So this is, it's still in the Sandswept Marsh. It might be right here. Hopefully it's right here. Because this is where you can get the guaranteed Lesser Jeweler's Orb. I know it's pretty close by, so I want to show you guys where this is because this is 100% worth getting. Now, if you happen to have Exalted Orb, you can just trade for a Lesser Jeweler's Orb. But I know it's always really close by. Here it is. So...
Mortal fool.
Wow, this guy is so tanky.
I need more time for that.
So in this basket, there's going to be a Lesser Jewel. Wow, it had an Exalted Orb too. Let's go. That was 100% worth. Now we go back to over here. And then Zerut Encampment. There's another like very specific area in the like towards like the end game where you also can get like I think like you get 3 Exalted Orbs for free. Is PoE2 better than Diablo? They both have their pros and cons. I would say that the easiest way that I can answer the question is Diablo is a lot more casually friendly, and this game is not casually friendly at all. You got to follow a build guide. Diablo you can kind of get by, but this game, no. If it's your first time, you're gonna be like, dude, this game's too hard. What am I doing wrong? And then you're gonna watch a 1-hour guide and be like, dude, how was I supposed to know that? Like, and that's how games were back in the day. This game definitely feels like it was made by people like back in the day in like the 2000s, which is not a bad thing. I actually like it when you have to discover things and there's not a giant arrow that says go right here. And to be fair though, like the reading in any game, I think people just don't like doing that. Well, that's a really cool like is that a pet? Little like a ghostly girl. I've never seen that before. Anyways, so what we just did here, because we're now in Act 3, this is going to end our little play session, but we just did this, and we just got to this area, which is called the Ziggurat encampment. So that's all we did. We just moved over there, and it says skippable boss fight, and then we're going to go to the Jungle Ruins, which is right over here. And so next part, we're going to start Act 3 in our PoE play session. But GG's, man.